Going into the 24-25 NBA season, nobody believed the Golden State Warriors or Phoenix Suns would be doing the damage that they are right now. As of right now, both teams are in the top 3 in the Western Conference standings. The Suns coming off of incredible wins against super strong teams such as beating the Clippers twice, beating the Lakers, the Heat, and the Mavericks. The Golden State Warriors are just coming off of a huge win against the Boston Celtics in Boston. I know there was no Jaylen Brown in that game, but the Golden State Warriors have been on an absolute tear as well. One of the best defenses in the league up to this point in the season. What's their formulas for success? Are they just farting around and getting lucky, or is there a direct strategy and direct method leading to their success this far into the season? What's up, cuh? I'm Mason, and let's talk about the Phoenix Suns and the Golden State Warriors. Now, I'm going to start this off. I owe direct apology to both teams. The Golden State Warriors especially. I had them 12 in the standings. I don't know why. I just figured that losing Klay Thompson was really going to hurt them. What we've seen so far from this team is buying in ultimately on the defensive side of the ball. Even Steph Curry's been playing good defense. You have guys like Buddy Hield, who's not known as a defender. He's playing amazing defense, especially in that Celtics game. Just seeing them all lock in on that side of the ball, it's very, very good to see from this team. A good sign. Andrew Wiggins looking more like himself. Obviously, rest in peace to his father. That was a big deal going on in his life in the past year or so, but I'm glad to see he's doing a little better, and hopefully mentally he's feeling better, because he sure is playing like it. That dude's hooping his ass off. I love seeing the Warriors motion offense, obviously, which has always been a thing. Buddy Hield has literally been playing like a Klay Thompson, running off of screens and such. That guy has been very, very good, and Steph Curry has been a playmaker so far this season. The dude's been averaging 7 assists a game. He has been playing very, very well for them. The only issue is scoring wise for Steph Curry, but I'm not too worried about that, especially at this point in the season. They're 7-1 as of the time of recording this. 7-1, and the guy only has to score 21 points a game. He's been out a couple games, and they still won in convincing fashion. Buddy Hield has seriously filled some major shoes. I was not expecting that level of play from him so far this season. Kevon Looney looks better even. That dude's attacking the basket. I've seen him drive from the wing to the rim off the dribble. We've never really seen him do that before. Just seeing him actually attack the basket and look to score. Draymond shooting the 3 ball. So far, on almost 3 attempts a game, Draymond 43.5% from 3. Shout out to Draymond Green. What a dog. I can't believe he's actually knocking down the 3 at that rate. I know it's only 8 games in for the Warriors, but 43.5%. Shout out to Draymond for that. Gary Payton the second is literally the shortest big man we have ever seen. He's like 6'3", and that dude is not afraid to challenge centers, block centers. I mean, the dude blocked Wemby last year. Like, if I had to go against any NBA player, I don't think I'd want anything to do with that guy, because he's kind of scary. Like, Buddy Hield has been putting up as many points as Steph this season, 21 a game. The Splash Buddies is a real thing. He is seriously going crazy for this team. 50% from 3 on 9 attempts. Oh my God. They should have warned us it was going to be this dirty. I know people were saying he'd be good, but especially on that defensive side of the ball, I am very, very impressed. Even we got slow-mo going insane on this team. Hit a couple threes against the Celtics off the dribble as well. He hit one pull-up 3 off the dribble, step back in the corner. His shot looks so much better percentage-wise. I mean, I don't really care. He's never shot a lot of threes, but... And Thunder legend Lindy Waters had a game this season in which he had 21 against the Pelicans. What an absolute demon. It is crazy, though, how the Warriors find these gems, these hidden players. Even Kuminga, who hasn't had the greatest start to the season, has been picking up as of recently. The amount of sheer depth this team has. I had someone drop a comment on the channel the other day about the Warriors' depth and defense, and I'm gonna be honest, I was a little skeptical about it. I was like, okay, they haven't really played anybody yet, but their depth is something serious. It's actually nasty. They have so many guys on this team that are not afraid to go out there and score, go out there and defend. When you have finally Steph Steph Curry and Buddy Hield locking in on the defensive side of the ball where they aren't usually locked in, it shows you how much they're buying into what they have right now, right this second. I'm very impressed with this team. Could not be happier to see him playing this well. Now, the biggest ultimate testament of this Golden State Warriors team will be their upcoming schedule. They have the Cavaliers, they have the Thunder, the Mavericks, the Grizzlies. It is going to be really rough for these boys from here in the next week and a half. If they can come out even 500 out of this stretch, I would be very satisfied with that if I was a Warriors fan, because you've already had to deal with some adversity with Steph being out and still winning games. Just coming into Boston and beating them on their home floor. I know there was no Jaylen Brown. That doesn't even matter. The fact that you beat Boston in Boston says a million things right there. Like, I love the amount of fake, like, ghost screens, slip screens that this team runs off ball as well. Wiggins gets open looks from it. Curry got one on Drew Holiday. He baited him to thinking he was going to run up top for a three. Instead, he just faked cut, ran back door, and Drew Holiday fought around a non-existent screen. Easy layup for Steph. So, as an update for the Warriors here in the season, they just lost to the Cavs. They got kind of blown out, but at the end were able to make the loss look a little prettier, and then they beat the Thunder. Chet Holmgren did get hurt in this game, but still a very impressive win from this Warriors team. The small ball versus small ball was really fun to watch, but they sent doubles at Steph, and we know Steph is a good playmaker, so obviously get an open shot for Wiggins or Buddy Hield. This Warriors team beating the Thunder was very, very good for them, and honestly, I didn't think it would be a game, and I'm just saying, when you're getting 2 out of 3 from the three-point line from Draymond, you're golden. Podziemski's still not himself. Hopefully he will be back to playing like himself, finding those minutes again in the rotation. But wrapping it up, that puts them at 8-2, and they are currently third, tied for second with the Suns. They do lose the tiebreaker. Very, very happy for this Golden State team. I love this Warriors team right now. I'm seriously impressed, and again, I was very wrong. I'm not at all scared to admit that. When I make takes on this channel, although they are what I believe, I'm not going to die on the hill that the Warriors suck. No, they're 7-1 for a reason. They're playing incredible. You have to obviously say some teams are going to be better than others, and I was wrong. I'm not afraid to admit that with this Warriors team. And also, deep dive into Phoenix basketball. Those guys have been playing out of their minds. Schedule has been a little tougher than the Warriors. They beat the Clippers twice. D-Book had a 40 ball at the Intuit Dome, the highest score at Intuit Dome so far. 6-game winning streak from these boys. Only loss was against the Lakers. They had a big lead. They blew it. That's fine. That's going to happen. But they're coming off of so many close games that they won all of them from very good play down the stretch, especially from Kevin Durant. That guy has shown why he is so clutch. You can't guard him. A lot of these teams don't have a body they can put on him that's physically long enough to contest those shots. The biggest question mark from this team this season was, again, their defense. Kevin Durant defensively has been elite as well, getting up, blocking shots, active on that end of the floor. I don't know how he does it, and out of all the older guys playing in the league, he is one of the best, still playing on both sides of the floor, still defending. He turns it on when he wants to at times, but this season he's looked a lot more consistent on that end of the floor, playing defense more often than not. There's been a couple games Nurkic got played off the floor, and Kevin Durant had to be one of the rim protectors instead, because Nurkic would get played off the floor by Anthony Davis. Nurkic hasn't been the greatest thing for this team, but Kevin Durant seriously has been dominating. I'm happy that Nurkic against the Heat had a good game. Very solid, almost 20 rebounds from him. He was playing pretty decent defense on Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo did not have a good game, shot like 5 of 21. Shout out to Nurkic for that. Laced a 32-foot jumper at the end of the shot clock in the fourth quarter close game. Absolute chucks it up from behind the hash mark and just yak him. And Kevin Durant went out there, dropped his jersey number 35 against the Sixers. 14 for 20, 70%. Disgusting. Oh my God. Somebody put a body on him. It doesn't even matter, because you have Caleb Martin on him, Paul George on him, Kelly Oubre on him. All those guys, while they may be pretty good defenders, Kevin Durant's just too tall. You can't contest him, and especially in that game, he had no problem getting to his spots, especially in that mid-range. They struggled in the paint guarding like Tyrese Maxey was getting to the rim at will, but Kevin Durant, again, is the reason defensively you can stay in some of these games. It's a lot of a workload for him. I am worried about that for this team. They kind of do need a center who can do that, or a more mobile center at that who's better defensively. The only problem is you go get a center who's a little more quick, then they're probably not as good of a rebounder as Nurkic is. So either way, you're kind of losing. So you just kind of have to live with what you got on this Phoenix Suns roster. Tyus Jones, a lot of very simple passes from this guy. He's not going to go out there and throw a flashy behind the back dime across the court, but that's not what he's there for. He's there to pinpoint, put that ball right here in that shooting pocket. He does not turn the ball over at all. If he does, I mean, I've never seen a guy that mad at one turnover. That's Tyus Jones for you. Like Bradley Beal, he's been good this season, shooting 41% from three. This is what we're talking about. And defensively, he's been good as well. He's had a couple plays, couple nice blocks, deflections, steals, all of that good stuff. He has been good on that defensive side of the ball. This Phoenix team, as long as they can keep up this stamina on the defensive side, they will be a very big problem come playoff time, because they have a lot of guys who really want to win. You have the vets on this team. They want to win. They will do anything that it takes to go out there and win, and especially on defense now. Devin Booker in the Olympics was locking up, and here we go in the NBA. He's doing the same thing. He's trying his hardest on defense, which is what we wanted from him. The stretch of schedule coming up for the Suns isn't easy either. They're playing in Dallas, and they play Sacramento twice, once home, once away. They're playing OKC, they're playing Minnesota, and those are both road games. That's going to be a testament as well for this team. If they can come out there, out of their next 6 games, if they can win 4 of those 6, I'll have no words. Now, as for the Suns, so the Suns, Kevin Durant, man, rest up soon, out for at least 2 weeks with that calf strain. Heartbreaking for Suns fans. Seeing him play in Phoenix, especially with Devin Booker, has been a treat to watch. You just have to hope they're able to hold steady until he gets back. Those games and schedule that we looked at that they have to play, it's going to be harder. Playing the Thunder without KD, they will be down Chet, but you will be without KD. So they still have D-Book, Bradley Beal, like you still have a lot of those guys. It's going to be hard without your best guy, and especially defensively, that's your rim protector. That's one of your most versatile defenders on the team. But speaking of versatile defenders, I forgot when I originally recorded this, I wanted to give a shout out. Ryan Dunn, my man. Statistically, he doesn't jump out at you. He's averaging 7 points a game. I mean, he's shooting 36% from 3. His job is to lock up. Made LeBron have his worst shooting performance in pretty much 15 years. Shout out to Ryan Dunn, making LeBron shoot 3 of 14 from the field. He literally was locking him up so bad. We were worried about that streak of consecutive 10-point games that he has. The last time that LeBron did not score 10 points, he shot 3 of 13, 3 of 14. Just saying. Ryan Dunn, shout out to you, man. You can tell Budenholzer is one of the best coaches, I think, truly underrated in the NBA. He's one of the coaches that truly understands the concept of you have to coach with what you have. You can't try to coach the Suns like you still have Giannis and Brook Lopez, Drew Holiday. You can't do that. You have to coach with what you have, and Budenholzer does an amazing job at that. He runs that offense. He lets Tyus Jones handle the ball, play to his strength of throwing those very pinpoint accurate passes. He lets Devin Booker get his shots off, create his own looks. They're not too stagnant anymore. There's more ball movement from this team. You'll see some possessions, they'll literally drive and kick and just swing the ball around. 15 seconds of straight ball movement to get a wide open look. That's the most beautiful part of watching this Suns offense. Budenholzer has already done a tremendous job, and I hope to continue seeing that going forward. Overall, it is a little crazy to me how well these teams have been playing. Golden State seriously has killed expectations already, and I hope to see that even more. I hope Podziemski picks it up. He has not been playing the best so far, not had the best shooting performances. Defensively has been there. Everyone on this team has been there on defense. If they continue playing at the level they're playing at, they could honestly be a playoff lock. Same with Phoenix. So amazing on offense. Every time the Suns play now, it is primetime TV. I'm so excited to watch them continue playing going forward. Phoenix, I want to give an extra shout out to you just for these close games, every one of them being able to walk out with the W. Huge shout out to Phoenix. Kevin Durant, thank you for the gift you've been giving us of every time we get to watch you play basketball. It is a treat. Who is you guys' biggest team in the NBA that was a sleeper going into the season that is absolutely dog walking the competition? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. You better subscribe or your mom likes earwax. So I'll catch you guys in the next one though. Peace.